If you could see your future and you knew that a lifetime of dedication towards creative living would not give you widespread success or give you great financial gain, would you still choose a creative life? I've been thinking about this question lately because I think that the answer to it is what can make creative living either so hard and frustrating, or it can make it one of the best things in your life. If you answered no, and that you would have done it differently, maybe you would only have worked jobs that would fulfill other people's purpose rather than yours. Which is fine, I mean, I wouldn't blame you. But if you answered yes, then what drives you towards a creative life? Because if success and money is out of the table, then what makes creative living fulfilling? 2024 challenged what I thought creativity should be about. I started to question if it was really worth it. You know, pursuing a creative life. And I didn't know how to get through this constant feeling of uncertainty. I just couldn't find a way to move forward with any of my creative projects. Going through hours of footage and editing new films just seemed like an impossible task. Producing my first album went from an exciting undertaking to an incredibly frustrating one. It felt like inspiration was just gone. I headed to North America for the first time. Traveling helped to create the space I needed to distance myself from my own thoughts. Thoughts that would tell me that whatever I was creating was just not good enough. And other people wouldn't like it, so why would I even try? But was I choosing to live a creative life for myself or for others? New York gave me a shift of perspective. The overwhelmingly presence of people everywhere and the feeling of rush made me feel quite insignificant. In a good way. I think a lot of people are just too busy worrying about their own lives to be too concerned about what you create or not. And in a way, that's a good thing. Because it takes the pressure off creativity. The pressure to force it to create anything on behalf of others or for acceptance. And that's incredibly liberating. even when you're free to create for yourself, frustration still happens. It could be because whatever you're aiming for is just bigger than your current skills. Or because, I don't know, you're too impatient and you're rushing creativity to get things done as fast as possible. Or maybe you have been working on the same project for so long that you completely lost perspective of it. Either way, frustration is part of the process, and accepting it made me understand that it's just a temporary phase, and that if I really wanted to finish things, then I would need to trust the process and put in the work. Learn new things to fill in the gaps of what I didn't know, and not be afraid to give myself permission to take a break. Because sometimes all you need to move forward is a fresh perspective. Of the
skeleton doing yoga.
really?
I'm sure I need that in my life. But also this cat is something I definitely need in my life.
Which cat?
Look at the unicorn dog, I think, or I'm actually not sure.
The creative process is a bit mysterious. Inspiration kind of feels like a fleeting moment that is powerful enough to fulfill any creative endeavor, but elusive like smoke. You could never quite catch it. And that left me wondering, how does inspiration happen? Like, what drives those moments when you feel so inspired that it kind of feels like it transcends reality? I didn't have an answer for that. But I figured that maybe someone else had that same question and wrote the answer somewhere. The goal is not to fit in. If anything, it's to amplify the differences. What doesn't fit? The special characteristics unique to how you see the world. Instead of sounding like others, value your own voice, develop it, cherish it. Okay, so if I could see my future and I knew that a lifetime of dedication and efforts as an artist wouldn't give me any great success or good money, I would still choose to live a creative life because I've realized that the main reason I'm doing this comes from a place of devotion. I can't really explain it in any other way, really. I just have this constant feeling pushing me to create. And if I don't do it, it just feels like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. It feels like something's missing. And it is through creativity that I can try to make sense of this world and make sense of myself, even. And during those moments when inspiration strikes, it feels a bit like you're connecting with something that is part of you, but somehow bigger than you. I don't really know what is this thing that it's bigger than me, but I think that this thing that is bigger than me, it's like, I don't know, the universe becoming aware of itself through creativity. It's like whatever you create, even if you think it's not good enough, or I don't know, someone else tell you it's bad or whatever it is, I think that still carries this energy from the universe. It's like the universe is becoming aware of its own existence through your creations. I know that we're very small compared to how vast the universe is, but I think it's like we're like drops in the ocean, and without those drops, the ocean wouldn't really exist, right? So, yeah, that's my theory anyway. It might be a bit crazy or something, I don't know, but that's what I think. I can't really explain it in any other way because whenever I think about the world we live in and the way things are going, especially with AI now, choosing to be an artist in the world we live in is just a bit crazy, really. We don't really have guarantees of much. We might not get paid well for the work we create, and I don't know, the algorithm might not be in our favor and our art might never go viral. But I think that a lot of times we get caught up in creating for the algorithm instead of creating in spite of it. And maybe it's always been like that, in different ways, but maybe we've always been pressured to create for the audience rather than creating something that resonates to what we feel, to what we believe in. Because when you are just being yourself, there's this freedom of doing whatever you want because, it's your vision, it's you. So I think creativity likes that. Creativity likes that carefree approach, so you can play with it. And yeah, I think that's it. Nothing else really. If you've watched this far, thank you. But now I'm gonna get back to creativity, and I hope you will do the same.